Okay, let's talk about it. You're sending out resume after resume and crickets. Nothing. It feels like you're just throwing them into a black hole, right? Well, what if I told you the problem probably isn't you, it's your strategy? Today, we're going to break down the 4 winning habits that get the smartest job seekers noticed and, more importantly, hired fast.
Seriously, why are your applications getting ignored? This is hands down the biggest frustration I hear about. You spend hours perfecting an application, you hit that send button feeling hopeful, and then just silence. Look, I promise you, it's not just you. And it's almost definitely not because you're not qualified. The real reason is that the first gatekeeper you have to impress, well, it isn't even a person.
And that brings us to this number right here, 75%. That's how many resumes are rejected before a human being ever sees them. Think about that. 3 out of every 4 applications are getting tossed out by a machine. So what is this machine?
Well, let's meet the villain of our story, the applicant tracking system, or ATS. You can just think of it as a resume bot. Its whole job is to scan your application, looking for very specific keywords and easy-to-read formatting. If it can't understand what it's reading, or if it doesn't see the magic words it's looking for, boom, you're out. But don't worry, our goal today is to make you way smarter than these bots.
So, how do we beat the bots? That brings us to our very first winning habit. This is your secret weapon. It's all about showing your relevance. You see, smart job seekers don't just list a bunch of old jobs. No, they prove why they are the perfect fit from the very first sentence. So what does relevance really mean? It means you have to connect the dots for the recruiter. You absolutely cannot assume they'll figure out how your experience, say, as a project manager in construction, translates to a role at a tech company. You have to spell it out for them. Go through that job description, pull out the exact keywords they use, and put them in your resume. For example, maybe the job says they need someone to manage cross-functional stakeholders. Your old resume might just say, you talk to different teams. See the difference? Your new relevant resume will say, manage cross-functional stakeholders to deliver Project X ahead of schedule. You're making it impossible for the bot and the human to miss.
Okay, on to habit number 2. Once you've proven you're relevant, the next piece of the puzzle is mastering your consistency. What I mean is, your entire professional brand, that's your resume, your LinkedIn profile, and even how you talk in an interview, all of it has to tell the same, clear, compelling story about who you are and what you do. And this visual shows exactly what I'm talking about. On the left, you've got a confusing profile. Let's say you're an accountant, but your resume goes on and on about your part-time pizza delivery job. A recruiter looks at that and thinks, wait, what does this person actually want to do? It's just confusing. But now look at the profile on the right. It's focused. It screams accountant. The skills, the software, the achievements, it's all there. It's clean, professional, and totally hireable. A recruiter sees that and thinks, okay, I get it. This person is an accountant. It's that simple.
So if you're looking at your own resume and it feels a little all over the board, believe it or not, the fastest and most powerful way to fix that is often just the formatting.
And that's the perfect time to talk about this explainer sponsor, mobilecv.ai. It is literally designed to solve this exact problem. Sometimes, just having a clean, professional layout can make your whole career path look way more focused and intentional. MobileCV uses these amazing LaTeX templates. That's a pro-level formatting tool to make sure your resume is pixel perfect, which is exactly what you need to get past those pesky ATS bots. You can literally turn any document you have into a job-ready CV in about 60 seconds. And the best part? No annoying monthly subscriptions. You even get 3 free credits to try it out.
Okay, let's jump back to our habits. Habit number 3, practice makes perfect. So your awesome new resume got you in the door. Great! But now you have to absolutely nail the interview. And here's the thing smart job seekers get. Interviewing isn't just something you do, it's a skill. And just like any other skill, you have to practice. You just can't wing it and expect to win.
Think about this classic question. I guarantee you'll get asked it. So, why should we hire you? It's so common, but it trips up so many people. The unprepared candidate? Oh, they'll start rambling about their whole life story, and you can just see the interviewer's eyes glaze over. But a prepared candidate? Now that is a whole different ballgame.
And practice is what makes all the difference. It's what takes that long, rambling, unfocused answer and transforms it in something that's confident, smooth, and to the point. When you practice, you learn how to structure your answer, how to lead with your biggest accomplishments, and how to say it all with real conviction. This is how you close the deal.
And here's a little pro tip for you. Take interviews even for jobs you're not 100% sure you want. Why would you do that? Because every single interview is a free practice session.
It's a low-stakes way to get all the kinks out, to get comfortable telling your story, so that when the interview for your dream job comes along, you are polished and ready to go.
All right, that brings us to our final and, honestly, most crucial habit. The best candidates are never passive. They don't just react to what's happening, they're always proactive. They don't just sit there and let the hiring process happen to them. They actively plan their next move and help steer the whole conversation toward a job offer.
Okay, picture this. The interview is wrapping up, and the hiring manager says, "Great, we'll be in touch." The average person just nods and says, "Okay, thanks," and leaves. But the smart candidate, they take control. They ask a simple, clarifying question like this one. Or they might ask, "Could you tell me a little more about the next steps in the process?" This tiny thing shows you're organized, you're genuinely interested, and you're a professional who respects their time and yours.
So we've walked through 4 really tactical habits, right? But underneath all of them is one core idea. It's a winning mindset that you have to adopt. This isn't really a 5th habit, it's more like the foundation that makes all the others actually work. It's about really understanding what employers are looking for, beyond just the bullet points on a job description.
Because at the end of the day, remember this. Companies hire people, not just resumes. They want to see that you actually want this specific job. They're investing in talent that they believe can grow with them. And culture fit? That's totally non-negotiable for them. So your real job isn't just to prove you can do the work. It's to convince them that you're the person they want to work with every single day.
So, there you have it. We've talked about showing your relevance, mastering consistency, practicing your interviews, and planning your next move. Look, you don't have to tackle all of these at once. Just pick one. What's the one habit you're going to start working on today? Pick one and start transforming your job search right now. Now go out there and show them exactly why you are the one they've been looking for.